It was Herbert Byers who, in the company of Robert Woods, on the 17th of October 1900, actually shot Jimmy through the jaw, making it impossible for him to eat anything but honey. Herbert Byers from Moolarben had known Jimmy and was on his hit list. Jimmy survived until the 26th of October 1900, 90 days after the original Breelong killings. He was captured after a fierce gunfight and chase, despite his weakness and wounds, not far from Wingham. He was taken to Darlinghurst Jail and nursed back to health, in preparation for his trial and hanging.
Joe Governor was shot dead in his sleep by two farmers near Singleton on Wednesday the 31st of October 1900. They loaded his body onto a horse and cart, took him to a hotel and laid him out on the billiard table. Sightseers come from miles around to view the body of this Aboriginal bushranger. The soles of his feet were so hard people were striking wax matches on them. Herbert Byers applied for, but never received the reward for the capture of Jimmy on the grounds that he'd only wounded, not captured him. Herbert Byers met a strange fate. He was struck by lightning and killed. On the 1st of January 1901, the new Commonwealth of Australia was proclaimed. Jackie Underwood was hanged at Dubbo Jail on the 14th of January 1901 by the official hangman, Nosey Bob Howard. He had languished there for 3.5 months in his small condemned cell from the day of his conviction to the day of his hanging. The same hangman returned to Sydney to hang Jimmy Governor 4 days later. 2 black men hanged in the month Australia became a country. Ethel remarried, had another 9 children in the Wollongong area before moving to Sydney. Her life is worthy of further study.
You can send for my breakfast now, Governor. The colt from Black Velvet's awake, and the ladies all down from the country are gathered outside for my sake. Soon be all finished, the running. No tracks of mine lead out of here. Today I take that big step on the bottom rung of the air and be in heaven for dinner. I might be the first Jimbera there. The old people don't go to heaven, good thing. My mother might meet that stockman fella my father and him cut her dead in the street. Mother, today I'll be dancing your way and his way on numb feet. But a man's not a rag to wipe snot on. I got that much into their heads, them hard white sunbonnet ladies that turned up their short lips and said, my wife had a slut's eye for colour. I got that into their head, and the Cowcockies kids plant up chimneys. They got horse soldiers out with the law after Joe and lame Jack and Tan Jimmy. But who taught us how to make war on women, old men, babies? That ain't all one way anymore. The papers, they call us bushrangers. That would be our style, I dare say. Bushrangers on foot with our axes. It sweetens the truth anyway. They don't like us killing their women. Their women kill us every day. And the squatters are peeing their moleskins. There's more than a calf in the wheat. It's Jimmy the fencer running along the top rail in the night. It's the Breelong mob crossing the ranges with rabbit skins soft on their feet. But now Jack in his Empire brickyard has already give back his shoes and entered the cleanliness kingdom. The Commonwealth drums through the walls, and I'm weary of news. I'm sorry, old Jack, I discharged you. You might have enjoyed running free of plonk and wet corn bags and colour with us pair of outlaws, but see, you can't trust even half a white fella. You died of white lady through me. They tried me once running, once standing, One time ought to do for the drop. It's more trial than you got, I hear, Joe. Your tomahawk's chipped her last chop. I hope you don't mind I got lazy when the leaks in my back made me stop. If any gin stands in my print, I'll give her womb sorrow and dread. If a buck finds our shape in the tussocks, I'll whiten the hair in his head. But a man's not a rag to wipe boots on. And I got that wrote up, bright red, where even fine ladies can read it, who never look at the ground. For a man that ain't fit to breed from may make a terrible bound before the knacker's knife gets him. Good night to you, Father. Sleep sound. Fetch in my breakfast, Governor. I have my journey to make, and the ladies all down from the country are howling outside for my sake.
Running on the Great Divide, you'll remember me, seeking somewhere safe to hide for Brother Joe and me. Running on the Great Divide, the bush belongs to me, it belongs to Brother Joe and me. I am Jimmy Governor, you'll remember me, a black man looking for revenge, it's payback time for me. Persecuted in my country, you created me, you made murderers of Brother Joe and me. I married Ethel Page at Gulgong, they'll remember me. People turned their backs on Ethel, turned their backs on me. Shuns drove us out of town with insults every day. Gulgong town will soon remember me. We're running on the Great Divide, you'll remember me. We're seeking somewhere safe to hide for Brother Joe and me. We're running on the Great Divide, the bush belongs to me, it belongs to Brother Joe and me. John Morby up at Breelong Station, he'll remember me. Lost his wife and half his children, they insulted me. Joe and Jackie Underwood were there with me, they remember insults just like me. Mackay at Sportsman's Hollow, he'll remember me, cheated me of hard-earned wages, made a fool of me. My fate is sealed, I hear the gallows calling out for me, calling out for Brother Joe and me. Hey, running on the Great Divide, you'll remember me, seeking somewhere safe to hide for Brother Joe and me. We're running on the Great Divide, the bush belongs to me, it belongs to Brother Joe and me. I remember Bell's Falls Gorge where helpless people died. I remember poison flower, remember white man's lies. I remember rape and murder, heard the children cry. I'll soon die, but you remember me. Oh, running on the Great Divide, you remember me, seeking somewhere safe to hide for Brother Joe and me. We're running on the Great Divide, the bush belongs to me, it belongs to Brother Joe and me. Running on the Great Divide, you remember me, seeking somewhere safe to hide for Brother Joe and me. We're running on the Great Divide, the bush belongs to me, it belongs to Brother Joe and me. It belongs to Brother Joe and me. It belongs to Brother Joe and me.